We have new information after one person was killed in a crash this morning in Mineral Point. Officials say it happened along Dodge Street at 5:45 a.m. between a truck with a snowplow attached and a bicyclist. The crash happened just south of Commerce Street. Deputies note that does not have street lights. Officials say the cyclist was wearing dark clothing and minimal reflective equipment when he was hit by the plow. The man was taken to the hospital where he died. He has been identified as 68-year-old Garth Scheel. Officials say the driver is cooperating with investigators.